And now, here's your host of Shaping Success, Wes Tankersley.
Mama said there'd be days like this. I have to tell you what. Welcome to Shaping Success. I'm your host, Wes Tankersley. I'm going to talk about a few things today. This is the unedited raw bonus coverage. This comes out every Wednesday. A little short, little message from myself. And I'll tell you what, it has been an interesting week. Monday was a holiday, for those of you who know, and we celebrated Labor Day. This will be coming out about a week after that. I'm getting ready to take a trip to Arizona, so I had Monday off, and then I'm going to have Friday off. Going to go see my friend Jay, who we do One Drink Wednesday together, and I'll tell you what, it has been an interesting week. There's a few channels of people that I surround myself with that I talk to on a daily basis, Jay being one of them. Jay was out of town for a little bit last week, and I didn't want to bug him while he was celebrating his 18th year anniversary with his wife. And that's kind of the way that we go. We kind of go off the radars on the weekends. We talk to each other throughout the week, catch back up a little bit at the end of the day Sunday because he's editing my podcast and putting it out for me. And I have been experiencing a lot of low views on TikTok. No more growth. They're changing their algorithm. And it's just an interesting dynamic. And you feel like sometimes you get in this defeated type situation. And I have to tell myself over and over again that what I'm doing is something that will take time and something that will get better. And I saw the growth happening a lot more rapidly on TikTok. So it was just interesting. And then all of a sudden it just got kind of deflated and taken away. So I'm trying to help other people. I'm trying to motivate other people, trying to show them the way that I think and the things that I do to kind of push through what I'm doing. And it's been tough. It seems like this week has been a very rough week for a lot of people that I run in their circles. They're going through some family troubles. They're having a hard time getting through anxiety. They're having a hard time getting through just life in general. And it's not just one person. I have, you hang the five people that are closest to you are the people that you kind of hang your life with, and that's kind of a reflection of who you are. And it starts out with family, right? Because I hang out with my family, and then when that's a negative headspace, then it's negative in your thought process, and then you go to your friends, and when they're not negative, but they're just going through so much stuff, it kind of drags you down, and then you don't know what to say. And I've always been the type of person who likes to throw in my motivation and tell you to think about this thing. It's not always. I mean, that the last 3 years has been something that I've tried over and over again to show you that no matter what, no matter how shitty the situation is, you can always find something good in it. And I'm having a hard time today finding something good. And I keep telling myself that I need to keep thinking about that. And that's the thing. I have a healthy family. I have power. I have a roof over my head. I have the things that I currently need right now, and I am surviving. I have a good job. I get paid well. And then you hear things, and you see things, and you observe things, because that, I think, is my biggest problem. I don't know. A lot of people won't understand what it's like to be inside my head the way that I think, because I see everything. It's kind of weird. Like, it's like this floodgate has opened, and I'm very observant, and I watch what is going on around me, and I see, and I'm looking. It's like driving. When they tell you that you need to scan ahead to see what's going on, and they tell you, make sure that you know everything that's going on about 10 feet in front of you, or 4 cars in front of you, so that you're able to react to the situation, right? Well, I'm looking on the sidewalk. I'm looking on the grass. I'm looking when I'm in the grocery store. I'm observing how people act. And in my head, it drives me nuts. It gets kind of crazy because I see people, like we're walking through Costco last weekend, and I see people. There's the right side and left side. And in my mind, we always drive on the right-hand side, right? And then we're always observant of what's going on behind us. And so we have people stopped in the aisles, in the middle of the aisle, looking at something on the right-hand side. They left their cart right in the middle, and they're not paying attention to what everyone else is doing. And so always make sure that I'm to the right of the aisle or I'm to the left of the aisle so that people can pass through if they're not trying to pick something up that you're trying to pick up. And then I sit there in my mind and I go, why would you be so why would you not notice that? Why wouldn't you do that? I'm riding down the road on the Greenbelt the other day, And I'm on the right-hand side. The green belt here in Boise is like a road, but it's for bikes and cars and people, or not for bikes and people. So you drive down the right-hand side just like you do on a car on a regular road, and you stay to the right. And then when you pass, you tell someone you're coming up on the left, and you pass them and you go. Well, there's a couple walking on the left-hand side all by themselves. And people are trying to go down the right-hand side, and then there's someone coming down the left-hand side, and those people are in the middle of the lane, and they're making it so that the person who is in the right lane has to go into the other side. And those types of things just drive me crazy. Like it's an observant thing. You know, it's like a four-way stop. You pull up to a four-way stop. The very first person there is the person who goes first, right? And then consecutively, if the second person was there second, then it's to the right, the next person to the right every single time, right? Well, I purposely, when I come up to a four-way stop and I see a car stopped, I slow down. I show that I'm still rolling before I stop so that they know that it's their turn, so that they go so that we can keep moving. But everyone always wants to wave you through. Oh, it's your turn. Oh, it's your turn. Oh, I want to be nice. Oh, it's your turn. Well, in reality, what you're doing is you're just slowing down traffic because you're not following the direction of traffic. So, I mean, these are all little things that bug you, but then you start thinking about those things and you try to find the positive in every single thing that you're doing, and it drags you down when negative things happen. And so, you know, I have some friends who are going through a lot of stuff, and it's hard for me to find the positive things in other people's lives for them. They have to be willing to look a little bit harder and kind of understand. And it's okay to be defeated for a little while. It's okay to be deflated for a while. But what I have found is that if I sit there and I stew and I wallow in that deflatedness, then it just gets worse and worse. And so it's tough. It's a tough one. I love all my friends, and I just want nothing but the best for them. And sometimes you feel a little defeated when you can't figure out how to bring them back up. So that's kind of what's going on this week. I started exercising, which I think I talked about on the last unedited episode. I'm on 12 days straight of bicycling on my spin bike in the garage during the week, and then I try to hit the road bike on the weekend. So this weekend I had 2 rides. I had 17 miles on one day and 15 on the other, and it's been super crazy to see that. But then, like a dum-dum, because I've told myself I'm not getting on the scale, I get on the scale and realize that I haven't lost any weight. And I was just kind of gauge it off of how my belt is. Like if my belt gets smaller, which I know, then I'm going to be working on that. And it's going to be working, you know, but there's been some issues with my weight. Like I can't get it to go down. And so those are all things that like you start to just like camp on those things and realize that, oh, here it comes. It's kind of a snowball effect on negative things when you start to think about all the things that are going wrong. So I just want you to know that, I mean, that happens. People go through that. I may seem like a positive person all the time. I just hit the microphone, sorry. I may seem like a positive person all the time, but I have those negative thoughts. And I hope that today I can get through it and get over it quickly because I don't like it. There are so many good things that I have going for me. You know, there are so many things that you have going for you, but you have to choose to find them. And so that's what I'm working through today. So I challenge you today to just try and find that positive thing that's going on in your life. It could be worse. You could be dead. You could not have anything going on. You could be broke. You could be homeless. You could be, there's a lot of things that you don't think about. And I want you to choose to think about that today. I'm going to leave you with this. I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because I want you to think about it. It's really simple. You have a power bill and you get it in the mail and you look at it and you're like, God, I got to pay this freaking power bill. The electricity is expensive. It costs me money and I'm tired of paying bills because I don't have any money to pay the bill. Or this is my last $80 and it's going towards a power bill. What does the power bill give you? Okay. Yes, it gives you a bill, but what does it give you in return for the money that you pay? It gives you heat. It gives you light. It gives you air conditioning. It gives you power to run the charger that charges your phone, power to turn on your computer, power to use the microwave. If you have an electric stove, it allows you to cook. If you have a pellet grill, it allows you to turn that on. So there are so many positive things that come out of a negative thing, but we don't see it. So as you go out throughout your day-to-day, think about the positive things, even when it's a negative situation. If you can do me a favor again, like I said, please subscribe to the show. Help me grow it. Please leave a review, share the podcast. It's the cheapest form of support you can give any creator. Follow me on TikTok. I have a link in my bio everywhere, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. You can follow me on all those platforms, and that helps immensely. So I hope they have a great day. Challenge you to find the shape of your success.